think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter.
Comparison, listen, Crawford Mayweather would have been an amazing fight in their prime. Just like you insert Ray Leonard in there, just like you insert Ray Robinson in there. What a round robin that would have been.
You try, you catch him, he want to catch you back. You know what I mean? You fighting Bud, he's not. Bud's not running from nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I felt that I had the upper hand in our competition.
Canelo Álvarez didn't hold back when asked about Terence Crawford taking Floyd Mayweather's fight offer. His reaction: Crawford would finish Floyd. Canelo called Crawford the better fighter right now, praising his timing, his skill, and his ability to dominate across multiple weight classes. In Canelo's words, Crawford has already earned respect across the sport, and it's time fans and experts recognized his greatness.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do, right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power, or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything. You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He know how to move and everything.
Boxing analyst Garage Hackett added context to Canelo's comments. He pointed out the contrast between Canelo's own loss to Mayweather and Crawford's victory years later. When Canelo fought Floyd at 23, he was still developing. Talented, yes, but not yet refined. Crawford, on the other hand, faced Canelo when he was already the face of boxing, in his absolute prime. That's what makes Crawford's win so significant. It wasn't against a rising kid, it was against a fully formed champion at the top of the sport.
Heard that what I think is, when Floyd beat me, I was 23, I wasn't polished. When Bud beat me, I was the man. I was the man. And he beat me fair and square. He beat me at my game, and he beat me at his game. That's why Canelo said that. Do I believe that? It's tough to believe. We're not going to ever see Bud versus Floyd. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I would love to see that fight, but I know we're not going to see it. But I can only take Canelo's word because he's the man that's been in the ring with both of them. But I understand why he said it. I was a kid when I fought Floyd. He wasn't a kid, literally, but he was young. He was young. There was a lot he didn't know. There was a lot he didn't understand about boxing that he later on learned and got better. But Bud beat the better version of me, even though it's the ran down version. I'm saying that because it is some wear and tear there with Canelo. I've been saying it the whole time. When a guy got almost 70 fights in current time, with all those big camps he's been doing and all that, trust me, it's some wear and tear there. I'm not making excuses for Canelo. I'm just saying, I do give Bud his credit, though, for beating Canelo. And Canelo understands I am a better fighter today than I was back then. But that's hard to say because Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bud took maybe 20% of what Floyd did and added that to his repertoire for this fight. So that's why I'm saying it's tough to say that.
Then came Joe Rogan, who was flat out amazed. For him, Crawford's move up 2 full weight classes at age 37 to beat Canelo was historic. He emphasized that no fighter at that stage of their career has dared to challenge, let alone defeat, an opponent of Canelo's caliber. Rogan called it more than just a win. It was a landmark moment that cemented Crawford as one of the most remarkable athletes in boxing history.
It's like you're watching, like, wow, towards the end, towards the final rounds, he really started getting comfortable and really started putting it on him. I'm like, this is amazing.
you know, one of those rare, like that's history, obviously, right? Watching somebody do, you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to fight at that weight for the first time ever.
Against one of the greatest
greatest of all time, fucking, and do what you did. It is beyond, like, my favorite, an outlier. You're beyond an outlier. You're an anomaly.
Yeah. Something special. And
something really special.
I believe he's 37.
Yeah. One of those where you shouldn't be able to do that by any account. By any account. 37, my body was so wrecked. I'm like, fuck you. You know, I could barely go bowling.
But of course, the comparisons keep coming. Paulie Malignaggi weighed in on the debate. Who's greater, Mayweather or Crawford? He explained that debates like these will never have a final answer because each fighter ruled a different era with different challenges. Floyd's flawless record speaks for itself. Crawford's dominance across multiple divisions speaks just as loudly. For Paulie, the endless comparisons are what keep boxing alive, because greatness looks different in every generation.
Tough 154-pounders, and it was in a young Canelo and a very tough Cotto who was punching very hard from 40 to 54. You know, remember Cotto had knocked out Delvin Rodriguez at 54. He'd still done some damage at 54, and I thought
won a title at 60.
Yeah, and I thought he knocked out Martinez at 60, and I thought he gave Mayweather a pretty good fight at 54. I don't know. I can't say I disagree or agree. I just think that Mayweather, because it's so far away, so long ago, you know, and people sort of start to underestimate the things he did. You know, people talk about Canelo takes his repertoire from the Mayweather repertoire. No, he doesn't. Mayweather fought ex-champions. This guy's fighting guys who will never even may never smell a belt in their life, and he was fighting them. So. You know, Mayweather, even if you're saying, he didn't fight the very best, he still fought champions and ex-champions, even at 47, even at 54.
Timothy Bradley, however, didn't hesitate. In his view, Crawford would have the tools to beat Floyd, even in his prime. Bradley broke it down: Crawford's adaptability, his intelligence, his power, and his timing. He argued that Crawford's ability to adjust mid-fight would give him the perfect counter to Floyd's defensive brilliance. To Bradley, Crawford isn't just great. He's built to surpass even the most untouchable fighters in history.
The GOAT, oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's going to reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He going to reach with that right hand against Crawford? He going to get slept reaching with that backhand the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't going to work. That is not going to work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him.
Let's see Bivol Bud next, since Bud's so strong. That's what I said. Why are you talking about 54? None of them dudes gonna get you up. If you truly beat Canelo, why not be the greatest fighter in the existence of boxing? Like, Bivol is the only dude to beat two undisputed active champions. Like, he beat Canelo as an undisputed champion, and he beat Better Beef as an undisputed champion. Bivol, historically, might go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. If you beat Bivol and you beat Canelo, I mean, Crawford might have surpassed TBE in Floyd. Floyd has never beaten someone as accomplished as Bivol. And forget about accomplishments like perceived threat. Who's Bivol on Floyd's resume?
Still, some voices in the boxing world aren't satisfied. They argue that for Crawford to truly surpass Mayweather's legacy, he needs to chase one more monumental challenge: Dimitri Bivol. Bigger, stronger, technically brilliant, Bivol represents the kind of test that could elevate Crawford into untouchable status. These critics claim that if Crawford were to defeat Bivol, it would erase any doubts. He wouldn't just stand alongside Mayweather, he'd stand above him, cementing his place as boxing's ultimate historical figure.